breaks on so much. There's a twist halfway through the movie, and even though this is a spoiler review, I'm not even going to get into because there's a massive twist. And it's revealed in the most boring, most obvious way you could ever reveal a twist. My big issue with Captain Marvel is that you can take a director like Taika Waititi and make Thor Ragnarok. Big, colourful, insane comic book movie with lots of jokes, lots of funny twists, lots of nice little ideas in it.
Action sequences.
But the thing is, Taika Waititi's a nut job. That's why that's why it's so good, because he thinks outside the box. Then you get people like the Russo brothers, who have their heads screwed on, they know what they're doing, and everything's calculated.
Yeah.
But it's almost to a degree of being a movie science, where they know this is where you put a joke, this is how you use this character, this is what you designate that character to, this is the good beats for your story. It feels so fine-tuned as a movie.
Do you know another thing that bugs me with this, right? So, she's been taken away by aliens.
Yeah.
And she's been reared up by aliens. Well, she has no memory of her past.
Yeah.
In every sequence that she was in, fight-wise, it was just a normal human person having human ways.
Yeah.
Even when she lands on Earth...
Yeah, there's no like breaking scene, is there? Like there's no like breaking the ice kind of moment.
But there's no alienish, if that makes sense. There's no like there was a bit when she crashed and started talking to the security guard.
Yeah.
But that's it. After that, it's just a normal human person running around.
But no, like even when she's in space, she doesn't act like it. Like all the other aliens act like human beings. Because they all have sarcasm. Like they all like. There's even like a Drax type character that says like literal things.
Yeah.
It's like, no, like conventionally you are quite good looking. You know, like that whole kind of joke thing. And Captain Marvel herself has more personality as a brainwashed soldier drone than she does when she finally breaks free and becomes Super Duper Woman.
Yeah, because it confused me, because like you had Sansi part from her, and then it became a bit of an attitude, and then it was blank, and then it was back to Sansi stuff, and then I don't know. It's like, what are you trying to do?
Like there's like that thing at the start of the movie where she's escaping from the Skrulls, and she's got like the garbage cans on her arms.
Yeah,
and she's trying to use her like super like magna powers that come out of it, like her what do you call them? Photon blasts.
Yes,
out of her fists, and she can't because they're locked up. So she runs down the hallway, and she gets boxed in by all the bad guys, and she goes, "Hey guys, would any of you know how to get these things off?"
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like like there's too much kind of personality in that sequence. She should literally just be like the Terminator at this point.
Yeah, because at this point she has no memory of herself.
Yeah, she's literally just a living weapon.
But this should be military strategy type thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm surrounded here. I'll take out that guy. I'll take out that guy, and I'll get away.
And also the way that they show the flashbacks annoyed the hell out of me. Now, it was very interesting how they did it, and fair play to them for that, but I think in the hands of more creative directors, we could have had something more special there, because I thought, in my mind, if I was going to make this movie, I would have had her as this emotionless drone, that all she believes in is fighting. So like that scene at the start of the movie where she can't sleep, so she goes to Jude Law's character and says, "Let's fight."
Yeah.
So that's all she wants to do. She can't sleep, she can't focus on anything else, all she wants to do is hit people. And then that's what gets her into trouble or something like that. So when she does crash land on Earth, and she crash lands into the blockbuster or whatever, boom, you have a little kind of flash. As her as a kid, racing the
go-karts,
the go-karts. Or it's her at Flight Academy, or her in the army, or her doing whatever. Yeah. And it kind of like messes with her, and she's like, hang on, what the hell is this? And the more, it's like Terminator 2. The more contact I have with humans, the more I learn.
Yeah.
And it breaks the ice and brings her out of her shell. But instead of doing that, she's just this weird, constant one-note character the whole way through it.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't learn anything. There's no big character arc. It's literally, oh, hang on a minute here. I'll take this wee thing off my neck. Right, class, I can fly.
But here's the thing that bugged me with it. Do you know the bit when they're going to the vault type thing, or they're in that place trying to get information?
Yeah.
And she sees a picture of herself.
Which goes on for about 10 bloody minutes, by the way.
But with that was the moment that you should have had like a breakdown of like, this is who I was.
Yeah.
This is what I was. I'm not an alien. I'm a human. Nothing.
Close-up shot of the little thing on her neck sparking.
Yeah. But no.
Yeah. That would have made so much sense.
But I was like, you missed an opportunity there. What happened? Was this like, let's get this out of the way. Let's drag this out.
And also, to make matters worse, I can see a good movie in this. I honestly God I can, and I think the message in it is so beautiful. The whole way through the movie, you have these little flashbacks. Like the bit where she's captured by the Skrulls. And like they're kind of like rewinding her memory and like making her remember things differently and focus on things. I thought that was a good idea in theory. In practice, it's not really executed very well.
No.
But in all those flashbacks, you see Carol feel. So, like, and you have people telling her, like, oh, no, slow down, you're going to crash. She goes faster, she crashes. She has one scene in particular, which is so goddamn egregious, where she's in the bar just having a laugh with her mates, and the guy comes up and goes, you know why they call it a cockpit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's getting fired from the Air Force, if that's the case, because you're not allowed to talk to your officers that way.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing about being in the Army, the Navy, the Royal Marines, whatever, it's trust. It's all trust exercises. You have to trust these people because one day you could be in a conflict situation where you depend on them to save your life.
Yeah.
So you can't have, I'll be honest, dick measuring contests. Mm-hmm. You can't. You have to rely on these people because they are your team. They're going to be out fighting in the trenches with you, essentially. So I thought that was nonsense. Second of all, she fails. Anytime she tries something, she fails. Like, she tries to jump from one rope to another rope, she falls. And that's all you see all throughout it. Then at the end, whenever she's confronting the Supreme Intelligence, and she's like, you've had me on a leash this whole time. You've had this thing on my neck restricting me, and you told me it was going to help me. You've been abusive toward me, and we'll get to that in a second with Jude Law's character. But you've done all this stuff to me. And the intelligence knocks her to the ground. But as she's knocked to the ground, she has the same flashbacks she's been having the whole way through the movie. But in each and every one, she stands up again.
Yeah, that's a good man.
She doesn't stay down. She gets up. And that is truly what defines a hero. Doesn't matter what gender you are. Doesn't matter what race you are. It's the fact is, when you get beaten and you are knocked down, will you get back up again and keep trying? That's the message. And they butchered it.
Oh yeah, big time.
And to make things even worse, this is going straight into Endgame.
Yeah, no.
Like, because of the whole post-credit scene thing. Like, the Avengers are at their lowest. They have been knocked down further than any of them have ever been before. They are defeated. They're beaten. So you need a character like Captain Marvel to come in to inspire them to save the day because she's the one that refuses to stay down.
My worry is all these characters we've grown up with and we've loved and we've watched their stories and stuff gets all pushed one side to go, look how fantastic this person is.
I don't think that's... I definitely don't think that's going to be the case. Another issue I had with Captain Marvel was the de-aging CGI. I think it's good for the most part, but there are certain scenes, like in the daylight, whenever he first talks to Captain Marvel, it's the mouth movements.
Yeah,
it looks very computer game kind of, like in a subtle way. Like you have to be really looking to notice it.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's a weird motion. Like it's not a natural movement because I don't think the mouth crinkles the cheeks.
No, it doesn't. It's just like really like it's
and
weird.
It's quite an alien sort of looking effect. Yeah. But apart from that, I think it looks really good. Jude Law's character in this is now obviously the twist in this is he's Yon-Rogg. He's a bad guy.
Yes.
What I did love was the bit at the end where he oddly flip-flops. Because he goes from like, oh, I'm going to kill you. And then whenever she unleashes all her powers and stuff, he goes, like he has the guns out.
Yeah,
he puts the guns away and goes,
like,
I'm so proud of you.
Do you know what I thought? I was like, what are you playing at?
I thought it was going to be like, it was a test. It was a test this whole time.
Do you know what I thought it was? I honestly thought it was like, get up close and then shank her.
Yeah.
Or shoot her or do something like that. But I was like,
but then it's
what
so
was the whole thing with the
weird.
fist fight though?
Yeah, how he goes from like, I'm so proud of you. You've come so far. Right, you've got to fight me now.
Yeah, from 1-to-1.
Yeah, no magic super space powers, just fighting me, and you prove to me that you can beat me.
Bang.
And she just, like, fires him away and says, I have nothing to prove to you.
No.
And I thought,
fair dues. And
bravo.
I did think, and I suppose most of the Marvel movies, like the bad guy always gets killed.
Yeah, it was nice he got away.
But I thought that he was. But I like the fact that she gave a message to like the great intelligence or whatever it is. Like I'm coming to destroy your whole empire, basically. Yeah. And fair dues, because this confused me. They're not the same ones that are. Do you know when we see in Guardians that species? That,
yeah, the Kree and the Skrull. Yeah, they're the same.
So that's the ones that we've seen try and stop.
Because that's why Ronan shows up at the end.
He's did like Ronan though. I know he wasn't in a lot of it, but I was kind of going like, oh, do you know what I thought was going to happen? I was so annoyed because Captain Marvel comes out and blows up the ships and stuff. I thought Ronan was going to come out with this and have a fist fight with her.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to come land on Earth.
No, because Captain Marvel would have smushed him against the wall.
Lacey had brains to go, right, retreat, but we're coming back for you. Yeah. We're getting stronger. We're coming back for you.
And then I'll get defeated in a dance-off.
So brilliant.
I'm not going to go too much into this, but how Nick Fury loses his eye is a goddamn disgrace.
Yeah.
And it's really badly edited.
It is.
And it doesn't make a lot of sense. And to make matters even worse, so what happens to him, and you think he's fine. And he goes, oh, it's okay, it's just a scratch. It zooms in on one character going, nope. Cuts away to something completely different.
Yeah, it doesn't explain it, doesn't say not.
That's what I mean about the bad editing and the poor pacing. And also, another thing that really, really annoyed me. So you have the whole scene at the end where Carol saved the day and she's now the hero and she's got all her powers on fleek by, right? And
you getting down with the kids there?
So she flies up into the air and she goes, she's overlooking Earth and the whole Superman pose.
Yeah,
and she's like,
I got that vibe.
Yeah, I did good. Shoom!
Bye!
And she flies off.
Yeah.
Right, great. Credits start rolling, surely. No. There's an entire sequence. Right, now, wouldn't that have been a fantastic way to end it? With her doing her little rainbow bright streak across the space.
Yes.
And boom, that's how it ends. But no, it cuts back to Earth, and there's Coulson coming in to give Fury fake eyes.
Yeah.
And the whole thing where he's like, the Protector Initiative. Yeah. We're going to get superheroes and save the day. Don't know what that voice is, but, there we are. It's weird, isn't it? A 70-year-old man's voice is coming out of, what is a 40-year-old Nick Fury?
Yeah.
Oh, well, movies.
That's time travel for you.
Yeah, and, so basically, it's a little lead into the next Avengers movie, where he changed it from the Protector Initiative to the Avenger Initiative because it's something to do with Carol Danvers. And then the movie ends, and you're like, this couldn't have been a mid-credits scene? A post-credits scene?
Yeah.
It's just so oddly
weird.
Placed.
But as I say, it's the same as what I said before, is they just rushed this out because it's an origin story.
Yeah.
They didn't think, get out of the way so we have her in Endgame. That's basically what this movie was.
I kind of walked away from this going, okay, now that's done. They need to do the same thing with Captain Marvel that they did with Thor. Make something mental next time.
Yeah.
Just get new directors in, because I don't think these directors were well suited to this material.
No.
Get a new director in, someone of Taika Waititi's level. Someone who has the wacky, crazy, out-of-space ideas, and put that into it.
That would work. I hope, because if it's like this, and the next time it's like, really? I'm going to go back to sleep again?
But I will wrap it up by saying this now. I kind of agree with the following the nerd rating, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I would too. I struggled, man.
There was enough in it for me to like it. Now, as I said, the pacing kills it. It kills the movie dead halfway through.
Yeah.
So it's like literally it's chugging along, it stops, it's dead. There's do not resuscitate signs been put on it. Somehow it comes back to life and it kind of chugs its way toward the finale.
Hello, Ghostbusters. You do? You have? No kidding. Guys, these people are following the nerd. Although why they rang me to tell me is a bit of a mystery. Seems like some kind of clunky shout-out for a radio show. I'm not actually Janine Melnitz, I'm Laura Summer, the voice artist who played her. Seriously, how do these nerds keep getting my number?
So Avengers vs. X-Men is possibly now in the works at Disney.
Now, is this like a cartoony thing, or is this
No,
actually
this is the next Avengers phase. This is the next movie. So according to a new report, an Avengers vs. X-Men movie is on the cards and will serve as a hard entry into the MCU for everyone's favourite mutants. So
that's going to be fun.
I'm guessing the next Avengers movie after Endgame. The next Avengers movie after Endgame.
I know. It's not going to be the same.
It's not going to be the same, no, but hopefully it's going to be good. Is going to be the first appearance of the X-Men.
I'm so sad we don't get to see Wolverine. You know, like the Wolverine.
Oh, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, like that would be. I love that. I've always wanted to see how he would interact with them.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty obvious how he would react with him. It would be the exact same way he was in First Class. You know, his little cameo.
Yeah.
Like,